Yeah, I guess this could work. Okay, that's fine. Hello, everyone. Hi. We're so back. We're so back. Hello. Today is a exciting day. Is my sound not coming through? YouTube, I'm gonna need you to turn up the volume yourself. Oh fuck. You know what? Is this better? I don't have the voice to talk louder than this. I really don't have the voice to talk louder than this right now. New sweater. Actually, I want to go put on a different sweater. Hold on. I have a fun sweater that's good for today. Thank you for reminding me about the concept of sweaters. I forgot that I had this sweater. Hello. So today for Twitch chat, my normal Twitch chat viewers, hi. Today's a little bit of a special day because we're live on youtube.com/hack5. So I have the chat. I have the chat open like below and I can see it. And everyone's like, I'm sorry, I'm not used to two chats. I'm so used to my YouTube chat that goes, or my Twitch chat that kind of goes a little slow. So Hack5 channel, you're gonna have to show me some love as I get used to seeing y'all messaging so rapidly. My Twitch chat is a little slow. And if you didn't know, I usually go live on twitch.tv/endingwithally, which is also where I'm live in parallel right now. Also, I'm also live on my Twitter channel. So I gotta show love to my Twitter, my Twitch chat first. Twitch chat number 1. Sam, hi. What did I say, Sam? Sun, hi. Middle, hi. I know I have not been live in a while. I have been in the emotional trenches. I have been dying this week. Good morning, Krillin. No, I didn't say my Twitch chat was slow. My Twitch chat moves slower. The Hack5 Twitch chat, or the Hack5 chat is going so fast. So I like to start off by saying hello to everyone in chat. So let's check off. There's J-S, Mojo, Rostin, Brandon, Niles, Jack, Terrence, Mask, Trask. Hello. Welcome in. Slay. Let's see. Only 70 in here. That's literally double the amount that I have on my Twitch chat right now. Hello, everyone. So here's the way. For the uninitiated who aren't normally on my Twitch chats, this is the way that shit goes down here. Is I do whatever the fuck I want. And we do have to write Threatwire, but I have so much to tell my Twitch chat because I haven't seen them in a week. What has me in the emotional trenches so much? I didn't get my dream apartment, which has been just so bad. So all my time the past week has just been towards going and looking at apartments. I want to die. Let's see. Someone says that they want to hack my mic. Leave me alone. No, you can't. Someone says, I want to know what Totoro is. Totoro's an anime. What's up, Rockstar? Hello. I don't need the YouTube chat to be in slow mode. I'm just getting used to reading two things. Someone said, I thought someone else writes Threatwire. I don't know how often. I don't know how often I'll let you know this. I write it in chat. I write it in the messages of Threatwire sometimes. I write it on my Twitter. I'm the one who writes Threatwire. It is I do everything. I film it. I edit it. Filming of Threatwire happens right here in this same camera with this same mic. It doesn't change. I think I've used, I'll say this, Sun said, lies as ChatGPT. I've used ChatGPT except for the 1 month where we did one story written by AI. I have used ChatGPT to write about 3 Threatwire sub-stories after I had written 3 stories that day. And I had written, I think, 3. I was just like so tired those days. And I was like, I do not have the mental capacity. I do not have the mental capacity to give this story the love that it deserves to be told in a way. So I would have ChatGPT write it, but then I would review it and edit it as needed. And that's the only time I've ever used ChatGPT. And I think it's been like 3 or 4 stories in the year. In the year. So please give me some fucking grace. I feel like I need to educate Twitch chat or Twitter, YouTube chat. Fuck, what are you? What are you? Where are you? I feel like I need to educate YouTube chat about me. Give them some lore. Like, have you actually streamed yourself writing Threatwire? You can't show more proof of that? Yeah, I stream myself every Monday writing Threatwire because it keeps me accountable for writing Threatwire. How do I get Threatwire written? I go live on stream to write it. That is the only reason I've been able to consistently churn out Threatwire, is that I wake up and I'm like, it's Threatwire time. Just kidding. Usually I wake up and I go to the gym. YouTube or Twitch chat. Fuck. Can I just give y'all different names? I need to give y'all different names or something. But my Twitch chat knows this. I go to the gym every day. Twitch chat, how unwell have I been? I haven't been to the gym since last weekend. Not the one that just happened, but the weekend beforehand. It is I, Diego Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. I guess so. What about last week with Darren? No, I wrote that script. I DM'd Darren. I was like, Darren, I really can't get Threatwire this week. Can you please write the script? Can you not write the script? I literally have it in writing. I can show it to you. I literally wrote, Darren, I can't get Threatwire done this week. I finished writing it. I uploaded all the assets. All you need to do is film it. Can you please just film it for me? And he was like, sure. And he's like, you don't have to do it this week. I was like, Darren, we have the live stream next Monday. I want to get them done. I need this episode to go out. So he's like, yeah, I'll cover it. I literally wrote the episode for Darren. He read it. And he read it, when I say, he read it with 98% accuracy. There's a few parts that he added or switched the verbiage, but he basically read word for word what I did. I have a bell or alarm phone ringing. No, every time I get a subscriber or a follower, I have that. I don't know what audio is playing for my YouTube chat. I know that it is non-DMCA-able music. So okay, you write Threatwire. Who do you outsource writing your Twitter posts to? That's the real question. No, I'm, again, just really, really weird on Twitter. My tweets this week have been so bad. So bad. I've deleted like 100 tweets. Anyways. So what's the plan? So today we're writing Threatwire. Can I, Twitch chat, I want you to know, what's my typing words per minute? Why does it matter? Who cares? Why does it matter? I think that's a dumb question. Respectfully. Who cares? People that are like, how many words per minute do you type? I'm like, I don't care. What efficiency? Like, people that are like, oh, how many PRs do you put in? Why? If you're putting in slot PRs, who cares? I don't care. Do efficient and good work. Goodbye, Terrence. Thank you for stopping in. Snoop Peaks! Snoop Peaks! Who's Mia Sarah? Thank you, Terrence. Can I show y'all a pretty dress that I bought? I just want to show y'all the pretty dress that I bought. Because I got a $600 dress for $100. Bro, that's like 80% off. It's sick. Anyways, we have to write Threatwire. So let's do it. Let's see. What do I have saved on my Twitter? Did I save any good stories this week? Twitter, let's check it out. I don't have bookmarks, Threatwire. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't have Notion open. Give me a second. Notion. Threatwire. Hide that. Welcome to the Thunderdome YouTube chat. YouTube! Welcome to the Threatwire Thunderdome. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh, Middle wants to see the dress. Okay, thank you. I want to show you. Look at how cute it is! Thank you for your investment in my dress. Any particular occasion for the dress? Saving a fuck ton of money. That's why. Bro, I got a great deal. And I just want people to know my iconic savings. Love the show. Keep up the cool work and the topics. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So I went on Twitter this week and I've started using bookmarks to save stories of interest. So Google either to sell Android, start with mild remedies that prevent favoring its own search services. There's this. The Cape phone launch. Telecom. CVE from Apple. These all happened in the past couple days. So those are a couple of the stories that... Am I doing Threatwire for Thanksgiving? I guess this is it. Congratulations, Snow Peaks, on your job. Congrats. We're gonna be go buddies. Did I break my keyboard? I got hungry. Oh no, the ad break. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm sad that Hack 5 doesn't deliver to your country. I am not involved with the I need y'all to understand I am not at all involved with the hardware aspect of Hack 5. So don't ask me questions. But I will say that, hi Supreme Shrimp, I will say that I will be learning many of the Hack 5 tools in the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I will be, and you know, I'm gonna save this for the live stream tonight, but if you're here for the Twitch chat, you get secret early news, because that's why you get on my chats, because you want news and you want to know them now. I'm going to be going to I'm going to be going to an undisclosed location to hang out with Darren and some of the people from the Hack 5 crew, where we're going to go and we're going to live stream. We can go and we can live stream. We're going to go and we're going to live stream. Sorry, I can't. Can you tell I didn't go to the gym this morning? I cannot have a fucking thought. We're gonna go and we're gonna live stream and we're gonna work through all of the different Hack 5 products that exist, and I'm going to learn them all. Okay? If you say please read my comments, that's gonna make me want to read your comments less. Also, Snoop Peaks, I'm so proud of you on getting a new job writing Go. Mazel tov, that is so exciting. Am I currently speaking from an undisclosed location? Yes. Brain rot TikTok. I don't have TikTok, thank you. I haven't been on TikTok in over a year. So, me suffering from brain rot, the only brain rot I suffer from is from the one I impose on myself. Okay, so Google to sell let's see. Cape ultra secure phone plan. Is this interesting? Where's my mouse? I'm gonna sneeze. I kid. Allie needs coffee. I do need a coffee today, honestly. I should have run downstairs and gotten one before I started the stream, but here we are. Let's see, Ars Technica. Hold on. Nearest neighbor attack finally lets Russia's Fancy Bear into target Wi-Fi networks. Boring. Push harder. No. Scattered spider. Maybe. 22,000 malicious IP addresses. Meh. Arrested in Snowflake data theft. Meh. Okay, nothing interesting at Ars Technica. Glass bridge, meh. Crypto, boring. AI, yawn. Boring. Ply, attack. There's always something happening with Python. Meh. Have I checked the Discord? I haven't checked the Discord yet, honestly. Node Stealer. I have not been online this week in the reality of things at all. Launches Windows resiliency. Yeah. You know what I should have some caffeine. Hold on. Let me get caffeine. Okay. We are back with caffeine. There were a lot of patches released for several industry control manufacturers late last week, if I'm not mistaken. The new Windows initiative is to try to avoid another CrowdStrike. I could do something weekly on someone put something on PyPy. I submitted a talk to a conference that I want to do. I want to do a talk on software security, software supply chain security, because as we know, I love software supply chain security. And so I submitted to do a talk about it. So I like to store all the stories I see about that. Is there anything we could do with your job search? Who said I was on the job search? I'm always looking for a new software engineering job to see what else is out there. Don't I have that as a cert? I do. I do love software. I am not thriving today. Can you tell? I can barely open my eyes. Did I make instant coffee? No. I went and I got a stick of Celsius powder and I put it in some water. It is Celsius. It is a Celsius. It is coconut strawberry flavored. Coconut is a fun word to say. Anyways, held down ransomware variant expands to attack VMware. Boring. boring. Yawn. Next. I would kind of love to like, I feel like covering the Andrew Tate getting hacked would be like so fun. But I just don't want to like bait that community, you know? Have I ever considered Linux? I do consider Linux on a regular basis. And by consider, I mean, oh, that's there. I'm considering Linux. It has been considered. It's so funny. over Baltic Sea cable snipe fest. The only things that are putting our cables at risk are sharks that like to eat the cables. Scattered spider. Monitoring Swiss cheesed off the postal service. Who wrote this headline? Who wrote this? Oh my god! Swiss cheesed off as postal service used to spread malware. That's crazy. Oh, we need to cover this. This is insane. Oh my god. This story is crazy. I'm obsessed. Everyone failed the phishing exam, the phishing test. Okay, what's today's date? November 25th, 2024. Switzerland's National Security Center has issued an alert about malware being spread via the country's postal service. Citizens have been getting cunningly crafted fake letters to look like they've been sent from the nation's Federal Office of Meteorology and Climatology. They tell recipients to scan the QR code and download a severe weather warning app for Android, which mimics the genuine Swiss Alert Swiss weather app, but spelled Alert Swiss? Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is amazing. Citizens, okay, the app hosted on a third-party site and not the official Google Play Store contains a variant of the Cooper Trojan, first discovered in July of 2021. Cooper specializes in key logging, intercepting two-factor authentication SMSs, push notifications, and going after bank apps installed on the device, stealing stored credentials and other data, thus allowing it to gather. This story is so good! That's so funny. That shit's so funny. Okay, how do we write this? I feel like this is like everyone failed the phishing test. Everyone in Switzerland has failed. A lot of Switzerland has failed the phishing test. Swizz. Throwing it back to. They're just mailing it in. Yo. Throwing it back to the old, combining old and new. How do I want to write this? Where is this story coming from? Oh wait, I'm obsessed. The Swiss cheesed off. Dude, so smart. I can't. The Swiss cheesed off. That's crazy. Okay, throwing it back to combining old and new, something. How do I want to start this? God, I hate the AI features of Notion. Please leave me alone. Throwing it back, combining it. And the craziest phishing test. No. Here's the thing, it wasn't a phishing test. It was actually a real, like, phishing attempt. And they failed. That's crazy. As a reminder, don't scan fucking random QR codes. What do I want to say here? What do I want to say here? Running now. That's crazy. A low-tech mechanism was used to facilitate a high-tech exploit. Yo, can I steal that? Middle, that's so good. You've heard of Swedish fish, now we got Swiss fished. Oh my god, y'all are so smart. Take it and enjoy. Letters were mailed via post to Swiss citizens. When did this start? Letters have been getting mailed. Letters have been via post to Swiss citizens. No, let's see. Hackers have been using physical snail mail to mail malware to innocent people. Through letters, these physical letters have been getting mailed to Swiss citizens. Impersonating the Metro Swiss. Switzerland sounds like a crazy spot. Virtual stem mill? I don't know. Headline holes found in Swiss people's security awareness aptitude. You can't get better than the Swiss cheese. Hi, Leonard. The Swiss... Leonard, look at this title. Swiss cheesed off. Didn't you just post... you posted on Twitter a really good article that I think someone retweeted you that ended up on my timeline about network monitoring being used for something. I don't know. I'm a bad friend. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, maybe it was the Wi-Fi hack in DC. Should I cover it? Impersonating the of Switzerland, the federal Did I just spell Switzerland wrong? God, I'm not awake. Yes, it was a very interesting story. Can you text it to me? And I'll read through it. Impersonating the Federal Office of Switzerland. The letters, while looking very official, I know Andrew Tate University got hacked. It's, again, it is so tempting. It is so tempting to cover the Tate University thing. But what do I get from covering it? Like, whenever I cover something like mildly politically leaning, everyone's like, you're not an unbiased news source. Like, I was like, first of all, I never thought I was gonna be. Second of all, I respect women. It's like, shut up. While looking very official, implored receivers to scan the included QR code to download a new severe weather warning app. Hi, Loki. A new severe weather warning app. The issue, this app does exist for the Swiss people. However, this new app, they were instructed to download. However, the QR code instructed to scan actually downloaded a similarly named app that from a third party site. This third party app contained the malware. The Cooper, or Octo 2 malware. Much respect for the effort. Today it's been really difficult for being awake. Who is Mal and why are they where? What damage can be caused by just installing malicious APK, not giving any permissions? Well, if you were, I don't imagine if you don't give it any permissions, there can be any issues. But then again, it may have other things on there that you don't know about. Like, I don't know. I am not a malware expert. I do have 30 million malware samples, though. Do y'all want to see my malware samples? Do y'all want to see my malware samples? I own many malware samples. I can show them to you. Yeah, you want to see my malware? These are my malware. This is my malware. This is my malware. She has 30 million malware samples on her. She's beautiful. I love her. I named her Diva. Did I just put Diva on the cup? Yes, but she contains 30 million malware samples. She's really crazy. This is one of the drives from VX Underground. This is her. She will fuck up your system, send your data to APTs and other cool things. This is my malware, baby. Family photo. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Now I put her back. It's funnier if I walk like this. Hold on, now I put her back. $10 into the dollar section. That's where my is that a hard drive with malware? Absolutely. It is. So VX Underground sells for $500 an 8 terabyte drive with all of their data. And I was like, hey, yo, Smelly. If you don't know, the person who runs VX Underground, who's like HBIC at VX Underground, goes by Smelly. And I'm like, hey, yo, Smelly, hook a girl up. And Smelly was like, absolutely. And so I paid Smelly $500 and I got her. Have I plugged her into anything? Literally, no. I'm so scared. But I know I have her. And that's what's important, is that I am strong and I am powerful. And if I need to fuck someone up, I have just the tool to do it. No, I Venmo'd Smelly. I sent Smelly the money. I asked Smelly to hook me up because I DM'd Smelly and I was like, hey girl, like when's the next time you're doing some drives? And Smelly was like, oh, we have an extra one if you want it. So I got it off of Cycle. I got mine out of Cycle. But I will say, at some point, if you know VX Underground, I'm so excited about this. If you are familiar with VX Underground and you're familiar with who Smelly is, my podcast, we're going to interview Smelly. I'm still figuring out how we're going to do this. I think we're going to do like a voice changer thing. But if you want to know and you want to talk to Smelly, I'm going to talk to Smelly. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's going to be really cool. So if you're not following VX Underground already on Twitter and you have an interest in malware, please go check out VX Underground. If you don't know who VX Underground is, like obviously support your friends. Again, you're probably like, why are there so many ads on the website? Because they literally don't make any money. All they do is store malware. So they need to make money. And if you don't know what VX Underground is, this is what VX Underground is. You can go into the archives. You can see all their papers, all their samples. Okay, we're going to step in. And you know what? Actually, we're writing about Octo 2. Okay. Like, here's the actual samples that VX Underground has, and you could download and you could see the actual samples that VX Underground has of the malware that we just talked about on this story right here, which is they talked about the Android Copper malware. Here is an actual copy of that malware. So if you are reading about a malware and you want to fuck up your life, you can go to VX Underground and destroy your own computer. I'm not advising you to do this. Do not take this as advice from me. I just think what VX Underground really does is really cool. Hi, Tibbs. Tibbs, I ate breakfast today. Please clap. Look at my hydration station. Tibbs knows I've been... Tibbs... Look at my hydration station. I'm so tired, Tibbs. I'm so tired. I'm still can you please, Tibbs, can you please go on my alt Twitter and read my last tweet that I tweeted about the guy, the 6'2" guy, because I just need someone to like react to that experience happened to me. I had to be so nice to him. Small victories are big victories. This is like a huge win for me today. I can't believe that happened to me. I had to sit there and I was just like I was just like trying not to laugh at him. And I just like literally had to sit there and I was like, I am not going to be mean. This person clearly doesn't know what this is, and I am not going to be mean. But he does know he will be used as social media fodder one day. I told him, I'm like, this is going on the accounts, and he's like, fine. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Can we listen to that song? Would y'all be mad if I listened to that song right now? If you're listening on YouTube on the Hack5 YouTube channel and you want to listen to some dope ass tunes, you can head over to my Twitch channel because I actually play like real music and not like filler music. You're writing an assembler, that's really cool. Tibbs, we're also live on the Hack5 YouTube channel. Okay. So, this malware specifically only is effective on Android devices. So, specifically only effective on Android devices. And depending on the real Swiss alert, let's see. Hello. How many people got this letter? Scammers use it to reach highly targeted for spear phishing attempt and specific attempts, reporting. And can intercept it can do key logging to SMS, do a 2FA SMS interception, and key logging and more. In this instance, it specifically is going after banking, install banking apps to get credentials. Going after credentials. Let me spell it right. Going to go after credentials. Your time on me, you're already. It can display phishing screens, go after, specifically going after credentials, and to after credentials, and can inject phishing pages into relevant apps. My morning, you're already the voice inside my head. I do want to, in a quote to the register, in conversation, we're going to do quote. Already the voice inside my head. I like this quote. This is the first time the NCSC, and I would like to expand on that NCSC's National Switzerland's Actually, the NC, the Switzerland National Cyber Security Center has, ooh, we're okay, has released, or NCSC has released an alert for the Swiss people to be cautious of snail mail. According to the register, it costs $1.35 to send a letter like this, like send a letter of this manner, but the NCSC has only received about a dozen reports. So likely highly targeted. Done. Okay, this story is done. I do love this story. I think this story is so silly, so funny. So silly, so funny. Swish phishing. I do think this story is silly, funny, funny, silly. I think I want to play my DJ playlist because I did add more music to it. Done. Okay, first story done. What a fun little story. Let me check if Leonard texted me that story I asked him to text me. He didn't. Oh, chat. I did not get the story from Leonard, but I do have the best thing to wake us up this morning. Look at my son. Look at my son. He is the love of my life. Look at him. He's so awake. My baby. Look at the little eyes. Look at him. You still have the text about the mic not plugged in? Oh, thank you. Bro, son, has it been there that whole time? That's so silly. Yeah, I literally had my mic unplugged on my desk all last week. My voice has not gotten any better, but if you did not know this about me, I do go to vocal therapy twice a week so I can learn to talk better. So whenever y'all are in and this is for the Hack 5 viewers, because as a reminder, I am currently live on both the Hack 5 YouTube channel and my Twitch channel. Anytime that someone on the Hack 5 channel is like, she talks weird, shut up. I'm like, I know. I am going and I am seeking medical attention. Look at my son. He's so cute. Let's see. We're gonna go Leonard. Okay, this is the enzyme story. Oh, okay. Oh, remember I said this one wasn't interesting, but Leonard said it was interesting. Leonard said it was interesting. A Wi-Fi? Okay, maybe we have to, what's my Twitch channel? Oh, yeah, I could probably, let me see if I could do this. Can I pin? Okay, hold on. Okay. Leonard said it was an interesting story, but I do want to cover this new hyper secure mail situation. Found ya? Hi. It is me. I end every episode of Threatwire saying if you want to find me online, you can find me everywhere at Ending with Allie. It doesn't change. You can even Venmo me money at that same account. Cape, the only cloud-based mobile carrier designed with privacy at its core, today launched an ultra-secure cell phone service tailored for individuals at high-risk digital attacks, including public figures like elected officials, corporate executives, and journalists. Hack 5 has come a long way since it's released in early 2000s, yes. But, y'all, I keep just spilling the tea, especially if you're early crowd. You're going to hear this later, but if you're early crowd, you get the tea. Videos are coming back. Hack 5 videos are coming back. Like, I'm just spilling all of the tea. Did I cover the CISA Red Team write-up net? No. Tibbs, send this to me. Drop the link in chat because you can actually send links because you're a mod. Hack 5 videos are coming back. Don't worry. I had to hold down the fort. I know that we're all really excited. You linked it in the Discord? Okay, let me open my Discord. I have not, when I tell you I have not been on my Discord in like weeks. I have been very busy. Okay, victims identified by the FBI. Enhancing cyber resilience. This is hilarious, especially the bit about the web shell from previous assessment didn't get deleted. Copy text. If I just click this as now, yeah, it's gonna go to the wrong one. I do have multiple instances of my browser open. Okay, this is the story. Jumping from Wi-Fi, FCC to propose undersea cable security overhaul. Yo, the cables! I love them! Damn, Sun is out here really carrying this Discord. I appreciate Sun so much. 404 media pregnancy apps are always super fucked. Pregnancy trackers are always fucked because, as a reminder, you are, if you are not buying a product, you are the product. Russia network jumping. Nearest neighbor attack. Okay. We got some good stories today. Okay, we're booked in on stories. FCC on Thursday is expected to approve a proposal that would seek public feedback on ways to tighten national security standards and streamline oversight of the undersea cable internet system that routes nearly all of the world's internet traffic. The move, a first for the agency since its last reviewed the underwater internet cable rules in 2001, comes as officials and lawmakers around the world have called for comprehensive reviews of the security posture. At least 600 undersea cables stretch across the globe. Thousands of kilometers. 95% of global traffic at some point travels over these facilities. That's trillions of dollars of financial transactions. Maritime hotspots that have been getting attention, namely the Red Sea, South China Sea, and Baltic Sea, have motivated interest around the proposed rulemaking, which has been in the works for some time, she added. Nope. The wires, they're being threatened. Uses demo scene? What is demo scene? Why do you use Chrome? Shouldn't you be using Firefox? I don't know. Why do you use Firefox? Shouldn't you be using Chrome? I've just been a Chrome user for a long time, so I prefer to be on Chrome. I also like the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I just have all my profiles locked in through Chrome. I've been a Chrome user for a while. Okay. US Chrome must be divested. Google is a monopoly. In an attempt in August of 2024, Google was ruled to officially be deemed a monopoly in the search business. A quick mini story. About Google. In the latest proposal from the Department of Justice. How do you spell justice? Justice. The latest proposal from the Department of Justice, it has suggested a solution to this monopoly is to divest Google's ownership and stakes of the Android the Android mobile operating system, and Google Chrome. Chrome and Android are noted to be key distribution channels that allow Google to maintain this. Whoa, Mew. Surprise Mew. Surprise Mew. Surprise Mew. To maintain this monopoly. Leader. Next steps for breaking up this is the divestment of Chrome appears to be divesting the Chrome browser would also includes a provision that prevents Google from re-entering the browser market for at least 5 years post-divestment. Nor can it acquire any other the browser market. This is really not a mini story. This is turning into a full story. Oopsies. Demo scene is an international computer art subculture focused on product demos. I didn't know this had I didn't know that we had a term for just demoing and hacking. What's to become of Chrome OS? I think that Chrome OS operates separately from the actual Chrome browser, but that's a good question, you know? I think that what I do think that what the Department of Justice is doing is really, really, I agree that Chrome should be divested, but here's the thing. Have we seen a viable company come out that can maintain and provide a browser at large scale in the way that Google has done over the years? Right now, independent browsers that exist are all open source and free. So inherently, a lot of the browsers, a lot of the most popular browsers that exist are inherently open source and free. We have companies like Opera that are trying to come up, and obviously they do own some sort of market share, but they're like, oh, it's free to download, blah, blah, blah. But let's just be real. You are the product if they're not selling you a product, because you're not buying Opera, you're paying into it. There are things like the Arc browser, I believe is what it's called, that people have been using. And the Arc browser recently was just like, hey, our version 1, we're kind of done working on it for now. We're going to go look for a more commercially viable browser, meaning that Arc isn't actually viable for mass market in the way that they were expecting it to be, because there's a failure to adopt. A lot of browsers that do exist in the market today are mostly generally Chromium based. Chromium based meaning Google Chrome based. So what does that mean for the browser internet business? I think a lot back to, for example, should I go put on my Internet Explorer shirt now at this rate? Like, I don't feel like putting it on. But I'll show off my Internet Explorer shirt. This is from when the Internet Explorer first dropped. And on the back, it says Club IE, taking the internet to the next level, clubie.com, or it says just clubby.com. This is OG. This is literally from the 90s. My dad gave it to me. For those of you who do not know, my dad, for the Twitch viewers know this. My dad was very active in the tech scene. Sometimes I joke that my dad understands Kubernetes. He does. My dad is like a hardware guy, and so he loves tech. And he doesn't really work in tech anymore. He's more of a business guy now. But my dad was really active and would go to like trade shows back in the 90s. And I have to say, this is probably one of the more unique tech shirts that I own. Because it's got this like mock color. It's also a men's 2X, which is Delulu. But oh. I found the solution. Hey Siri, lights off everywhere. I found the solution.
Okay.
This hat has been through hell and back. I own too many Internet Explorer things. I like old school Microsoft gear. It's really cool. I think I have one more piece of old school Microsoft gear. I remember my favorite backpack growing up. I had a green Microsoft Internet Explorer backpack. I wore that shit to class every day. My dad gave it to me. It was sick. It was canvas and had Internet Explorer stitched on it. My towels were Internet Explorer. Why did I have so much Microsoft stuff? Because my dad used to work there. Or he used to do like Microsoft administration stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna say the Google Monopoly story is done just because everyone's saying it must sell it, but if you actually read the story deeply, and at least what they're alluding to is that the DOJ suggests that Google's ownership of Chrome, which are key distribution channels, be divested. Cool, done. Cape Air, so do you want to cover this Cape Air? Hello. Should we cover this? Should we cover this? Nearest neighbors? Should we cover the FCC? YouTube chat. YouTube chat. Twitch chat. This is not a question for you. YouTube. Hack 5 channel. If you're watching on the Hack 5 YouTube channel right now, I need y'all to tap in. Which stories do you want me to include? Do you want me to include the Cape Air story about the new high risk individual cell phone market, new undersea cable proposals coming in, or the nearest neighbor attack from Russia? YouTube, tap in. I want to hear y'all. I can't do all of them, but be reasonable. So Imp says the second one. Andrew says the attack one. So nearest neighbors. So we have FCC, nearest neighbor. We've got to vote for all three. Keep going, keep going. YouTube chat, make some noise, you know? They're trying their best. Russian attack. What does it sound like? Russian attack. Oh, the background music's really soft. What does it sound like? Oh, the background music's really soft. Okay, there we go. Now it should be better. Undersea cables, Russian attack, undersea cables, and nearest neighbor. Okay. You can't hear the beats because the beats are coming directly from my Twitch chat. And if you want to hear the beats, I can't play it on YouTube because they process everything. Do I have clothes with Clippy? No, I don't have any clothing with Clippy on it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the beats are coming from my Twitch chat. Okay, so the Cape Air story is not winning, so definitely want the attack covered. So let's read it. Russian state hackers, APT, breached the U.S. company through its enterprise Wi-Fi network while being thousands of miles away by leveraging a novel attack called nearest neighbor attack. The threat actor pivoted to target the first pivoted to the target after first compromising an organization in a nearby building within the Wi-Fi range. The attack was discovered on February 4th, 2022, when cybersecurity company Volexity detected a server compromise at a customer site in Washington, D.C. that was doing Ukrainian-related work. APT-28 is a part of the Russian military unit, blah, 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 blah. The attackers first obtained credentials to the target's enterprise Wi-Fi network through password spraying attacks targeting a victim's public-facing service. However, the presence of MFA protection prevented the use of the credentials over public web, although connecting the enterprise Wi-Fi did not require MFA, being thousands of miles away in an ocean apart of a victim was a problem. So the attackers became creative and started looking at organizations in buildings nearby that could serve as a pivot to the target network. Is Leonard still on? Hold on. Let me DM Leonard. No, I can't text him easy from here. Hold on. Leonard, let me text Leonard. Hello. I am covering the APT story if you want to tap in. The idea was to compromise another organization and look on its network for dual home devices which have a wired and unwired connection. Such a device would allow attackers to use its wireless adapter and connect to the enterprise target's wireless attack. Okay, where's the Volexity write-up? Okay, nearest neighbor attack, how a Russian APT weaponized nearby Wi-Fi networks for covert access. In early February 2022, notably just ahead of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Volexity made a discovery that led to one of the most fascinating and complex investigations Volexity has ever worked. The investigation began when an alert from a customer detection signature Volexity had deployed at a customer site indicated a threat actor had compromised a server on the customer's network. While Volexity quickly investigated the threat activity, more questions were raised than answers due to the very motivated and skilled APT actor who was using a novel attack vector Volexity had not previously encountered. At the end of the investigation, Volexity would tie the breach to a Russian threat actor. Blah, blah, blah. Volexity further determined, blah, blah, blah. A month-and-a-half investigation revealed that they were able to ultimately breach Organization A's network by connecting to their enterprise Wi-Fi network. The threat actor accomplished this by daisy-chaining to their approach to compromise multiple organizations in close proximity to their intended target, Organization A. This was done by a threat actor who was thousands of miles away and on an ocean apart from the victim. Volexity is unaware of any terminology describing the style of attack and dubbed it the nearest neighbor attack. Okay. Let's talk about it. What's my Twitch channel? My Twitch channel is linked in the pinned. Okay. New Wi-Fi attack discovered by new Wi-Fi. So we want to call it nearest neighbor attack. So a new, how do I want to describe this? The enterprise network, however, did not require MFA. It only required a user's valid domain username and password to authenticate. Meanwhile, the threat actor was halfway around the world, could not actually connect to the organization's enterprise network. To overcome this hurdle, hello, welcome in. Today is not accurate. I searched Twitch for Threatwire and here we are. That's not what we're working on today. To overcome this hurdle, the threat actor worked to compromise other organizations who were in buildings with close proximity. And then move laterally within that organization to find systems they can access that were dual homed They found a system that was connected to the network via a wired Ethernet and then use its Wi-Fi adapter. At this point, they connect to the SSID of organization's A's enterprise Wi-Fi and authenticate to it. Okay, so let's try and understand this attack because I'm a little confused. So, and if you were here, not this past weekend, but the weekend before when my friend Brian was here, we were working on reverse engineering that light bulb. I'm going to kind of break it down. I would like to break it down a little bit more into my understanding. Should I try and call in a network expert? Should we try and call in a Wi-Fi network expert? Let's see. I just asked Leonard if he'd come on stream and call him. Velexity believes this represents a new class of attacks that has not previously been described, in which a threat actor compromises one organization, performs credential stuffing attacks in order to compromise other organizations in close proximity. Let me check his location really fast. Because if he's working out, then I'm not going to be able to get him. He is probably at the gym. Fuck. God damn it, Leonard. No. Okay. So, okay. I'm a bit confused. So, they're saying here dual homed. So, does that mean that they were like, bonjour? And because they were how do I explain this? Okay, hold on. You are the expert. I'm not the expert. I never said I was. Where's my iPad? I wish I had paper. I don't. That's fine. Okay. iPad. Okay. iPad. So, reading this story, I would like to understand. So, they have in this building, this is their target, yeah? Target. And they're saying the buildings are in close proximity. So they're not saying that the buildings are like attached in any way. And you could see in the photo here that the buildings aren't necessarily like attached in any way. A dual home system is identified and the attacker enables Wi-Fi. The attacker uses compromised credentials to connect to the target. Given the assumed physical distance, you have to be wondering, blah, blah, blah. This was accomplished via password spray attacks via public-facing service to validate credentials. Okay, due to MFA, understood. Enterprise network, however, did not require MFA. It only required a user's valid domain username and password. Fine, understood. So those are the only things that you need to log into here. And then So the bad actors would compromise these buildings. So they're in. Oop. Then move laterally to find then they move laterally within that organization. So now they're in the organization and they're jumping around from computer to computer until they find a box that gives off Wi-Fi and Ethernet. So they find this box. So they find this box. And then they would take this Wi-Fi and use the adapter of this box and then connect to here. Can they do that? Is that like legal? How does that, from like a technology perspective, how does that work? So how does that work? What in the technology aspect of this enables this to happen? So these dual homed system. This is a dual home system. So what is this just like would this be like a router? A computer? Like what is in this case could be described as like a dual home system? So it could be a laptop. It could be anything with more than one network interface, 2 interfaces connected. So this could be anything. And then, since this is a system that can take in since it can receive custom Wi-Fi calls and pass custom Wi-Fi calls, they were able to use this to then attempt to connect to the target Wi-Fi. Right? Maybe. But what I'm a bit confused about is in this entire thing, the reason why the bad actors couldn't get in directly in the first place is due to the 2FA nature is due to the MFA nature of the network here. And while they had valid passwords, they don't have 2FA or MFA. They don't have MFA. Is it because, hear me out. Is it because, hold on, let me, oh my God, please let me select everything. Why? Is it because we're using Notability? Is it because this also has its own boxes? It has its own boxes that have endpoints that are valid to the internet. I need to stop only rating 2FA that require MFA. They have valid boxes that connect to the internet. And so this bad actor has already gotten the passwords to this, but this connection here on the internet, this connection from here to here, no MFA. So I understand this aspect of it. I think I understand this aspect of it. What I don't understand is how was this connection able to happen if it also requires like MFA? Or is this connection actually the connection of just get onto local network, then ping interested boxes. Come on. This part is the most confusing. I think this is the vibe. I think this is the vibe. Because the company, now where's the failure here? Where's the failure here? The failure is that the company assumes that if you're coming from inside, basically the company is assuming like the call is coming from inside the house. And because of that, they're like, anything that's coming from inside the house is going to be safe and secure. That's why this doesn't require MFA. It only requires a username and password because they just want to know who's accessing these boxes. So the call is coming from inside the house. But if by this chance they're able to, in the majestical world of it all, able to access the network that exists. They're able to access the Wi-Fi. They're able to access the Wi-Fi through this third-party, external, outside access Wi-Fi via compromised external computer here. They're on, and then they don't need the MFA to access the target servers. I do believe this is how it works. What do y'all think? Do you think this is accurate or not? Let's review the article again and then correct me on this. And this is why we write Threatwire Live. For those of you who are on the Hack5 YouTube channel, this is why we write Threatwire Live, is so that I can get these pieces of feedback and can learn from these situations. So, reading it again. Given the assumed physical device, you may be wondering how exactly the threat actor was able to authenticate to Organization A's enterprise Wi-Fi network. As we know here, this is the Organization A enterprise network. Excuse me. Where's my pointer? Okay. So it did not only require a user. So the enterprise network, however, did not require MFA. It only required a user's valid domain username and password to authenticate. So they're talking about this right here. This authentication from inside the target building to these target servers did not require MFA because they assume the call is coming from inside the house. To overcome the hurdle, the threat actors worked to compromise other organizations who were buildings within close proximity here to Organization A. The strategy was to breach another organization and then move laterally within that organization. So they're in and they're going from bop to bop to bop to bop until they find this piece right here. And then move laterally within that organization to find that to find systems they could access which were dual homed. So it could be a router, it could be computer, anything that can receive custom calls and pass custom Wi-Fi calls, internet calls. Once successful in this endeavor, having found a system that was connected to the network via a wired Ethernet cable, wired here, the threat actor would then access the system and use its Wi-Fi adapter here. So it's relying on an Ethernet, but since it has a Wi-Fi card, it's not relying on its Ethernet cable. So the threat actor is able to use this Wi-Fi here. They would connect to the SSID. They would look for the Wi-Fi, connect to the Wi-Fi, and then access the system. Yes, and then they would grant access to the target's network. So by using the Wi-Fi card of this compromised computer, because the computer doesn't rely on the Wi-Fi card, they're able to sneak in calls and attempts to get into the target's internet. At that point, it would be understandable, blah, 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 blah. And then they would be able to be on the network, bypass the required MFA, and then due to the fact that they were able to get valid passwords and tokens just through spray and pray, they win. They are able to say the call is coming from inside the house because they're saying the call is coming from the neighbor's house. A file named serve task.bat had been written and executed A file had invoked Microsoft command line registry and PowerShell to run the following commands. Immediately put Velocity threat detection and response team on high alert, as they can see sensitive registry hives are being exported and compressed into files. A login with an underprivileged account occurred over RDP. What's RDP? Remote desktop protocol. Thank you, Windows SSH. Despite this setback, Velocity was able to have the server powered back. Okay. The first issue was that in the middle of collecting memory, the system was shut down. This was less than ideal and resulted in the loss of volatile data that may have been proven useful to the investigation. It was possible components of those files would have been memory resident. We're not building hacking tools, we're writing Threatwire. Why is any of this turned on in a business network? And the investigation went cold. Velocity was able to get some answers. The IP segment the attacker was coming from was associated with the enterprise network, and one of the domain controllers acted as a DHCP server. However, after examining the DHCP logs, there was no record of the IP address Velocity had tied to the attacker. Learned the organization had a wireless controller that was used to manage its wireless network, access points, and all related infrastructure. Detailed logs related to signal strength, connected devices, authenticated users, and so on. And find authentication events tied to the user and MAC address had just been discovered. This same MAC address and user appeared in older logs overlapping with the initial breach. However, Velocity found additional authentication with the same MAC address and a different username going back to late January 2022. Velocity learned the password. Velocity had determined 2 of the 3 accounts identified were those Velocity had identified from the wireless controllers. The third had not been used. However, it was not clear where the attacker was physically, where the attacker was physically, it was not clear where the attacker was physically. Hold on, my brain is having a stroke right now. Velocity now determined the attacker was connecting to the network via wireless credentials they had brute forced from an internet-facing service. However, it was not clear where the attacker was physically that allowed them to connect to the Wi-Fi enterprise. The further analysis of the data showed specific wireless access points the attacker was connecting to and overlaid them on a map that had been outlined of the business and specific floors. Velocity could see that the attacker was connecting to the same 3 wireless access points that were in a conference room on the far end. This gave Velocity the first evidence that the call was not coming from inside the building. Could this be an attacker using a close access operation from the street outside? Nothing was ruled out, but okay. Have I had my salad today? No, I had sushi. Thank you. Velocity was now able to capture a full PCAP from all activity involving Wi-Fi connected systems in Organization A, regardless of where they were connected internally. Analysis of this PCAP revealed the attacker system had sent out NetBIOS name service queries that revealed the computer name and Active Directory, which it was joined. The Active Directory domain revealed exactly where the attacker was connecting from, which turned out to be an organization right across the street. Velocity was able to get in touch with Organization B and work with them to investigate the further matter. This is where Velexity ultimately uncovered the attacker was operating and how the nearest neighbor attack worked. In coordination with Organization B, Velexity was able to find the system had connected to organization's Wi-Fi, or analysis of the system showed that it had been breached after the attacker used privileged credentials to connect via RDP from another system within Organization B's network. Analysis of systems at Organization B revealed the intruder had two modes of access to their network. The first was with credentials that had allowed them to connect to their VPN, which was not protected with MFA. Velexity also found the evidence that the attacker had been connecting to Organization B's Wi-Fi from another network that belonged to another nearby organization. The attacker had gone from many lengths to breach multiple organizations so they could daisy chain Wi-Fi or VPN connections to ultimately reach the network of Organization A. Over a month after the last observed threat actor activity, the following various remediation steps: Organization A discovered the same threat actor had managed to return to the network and was proxying through multiple internal systems. Fortunately, Velexity was able to rapidly investigate this incident, and walk it back through multiple systems to its origin. A system on the Wi-Fi guest network had been believed to be completely isolated from the corporate wired network, while the high-value targeted data resided. There was one system that was accessible from both Wi-Fi and corporate network, armed with credentials. Okay, we don't need to care about this. Attribution. Okay, so how do I want to say this? New Wi-Fi based attack discovered. On November, the team at Velexity published a report on what they call nearest neighbor attacks. A novel, what do I want to say? How do I want to say this? A new kind of Wi-Fi based network infiltration they call nearest neighbor attack. The nearest neighbor attack. The attack involves, okay, what do I want to say here? The attack involves daisy chaining? No. The attack involves putting together multiple attacks and calls. Do you think you're better off alone? The attack involves and aims to bypass MFA to access desired systems. Given the assumed distance, the attackers tracked under Ooh, no, we're good. I always do that. The attackers, which are not based in close physical proximity. Oh my god, I need to stop clicking the wrong buttons. To the target, the attackers tracked under their APT named Gruesome Larch are not based in close. So how did exactly bypass MFA to enterprise systems, and with the end goal of access to desired data and to desired system, system data. So how exactly did this work? To access Velexity names the target organization, and Velexity have I ever considered putting that plug on screen? No. I could tell the editor to do that though. Velexity puts she's using ChatGPT. I'm sorry, do you see ChatGPT open anywhere? Do you see any AI open anywhere? Bro, I write these stories myself. Why would I use AI? Genuinely. This is AI. This is Notion. This is AI. This is Notion. And I fucking hate the AI features of Notion. Take it out. Take it out. Velexity uses coins. The target as coins. The target as organization A. So we will be following that same naming scheme. Once the attackers using spray and pray, attackers are able to find access credentials to relevant systems in organization A. However, are blocked off from actually accessing said systems due to MFA. They learn what was learned. The MFA requirement could be bypassed by connecting to these systems via the enterprise Wi-Fi network. So, via the enterprise network. So how could the attacker get access to said network? The attackers targeted buildings, businesses, and specifically systems in buildings near, in close proximity to Organization A by infiltrating quote dual home systems that have the ability to handle both Ethernet and Wi-Fi enabled calls. Is it calls? Nice keyboard, thank you. I built it myself. Loud thud. Oh my god, I do have loud thuds in my apartment right now. Also, someone literally said I voted for Trump. I would fucking never. Twitch music louder, please. The music is loud enough. You have to go onto Twitch to hear it. So how could the attacker get access? So the attackers, they were able, how did they get access to these systems again? Was to breach another organization that moved laterally when successful, to over the compromised organizations in close proximity. What did they say? A wireless redemption. By using a similar in the actual implementation of the attack, the threat actor was able to access nearby systems due to finding credentials that allowed the threat actor, that allowed connections to the nearby company's VPN without MFA requirements. By infiltrating those systems, they're able to hop around onto dual home systems that have the ability to handle both Ethernet, then using the dual home system, they're able to then connect to the local, to Organization A's enterprise network in the building in the building via collected spray via when is the Wi-Fi? When will the Wi-Fi coconut be back? I do not know. I am not actively involved in the hardware aspect of Hack 5. Save your questions for about 2 weeks from now. Get AI to do it for you. All you need to do is film it then. Well, then how do I learn? How am I supposed to learn from it? Why would I do that? Like, what? The only thing I lose by using AI to write this is my learning. Then why would I do this? Why would I do this, Anne? And if you listen, I have a podcast with my friend, She Networks, and in that podcast, we chat about one of our first episodes is talking about AI. And I explained my theory about AI in that podcast. And essentially my theory about AI is I will use AI as a friend to explain things. If I cannot get a friend to explain something to me, I will go to AI and ask a question. But I will not ask AI to do my job. I will not ask AI to write the code for me because I don't learn. It's not learning more efficiently. It's being lazy. I'll say that. Use it, and I say this 100 times, using AI to do the work for you is not learning at all. It is not learning. I have no interest in an AI fact-checking bot at all. I have no interest in using AI. I do not believe I'm at the point where I can actively and effectively use AI. I have so much more I need to learn, and if you rely on AI to do your job for you, good luck. It only holds you back. Also, I literally just had AI run some numbers for me. And it gave me 3 different numbers because I asked the prompt in 3 different ways. Lethal Gimmick, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I will say quietly, no, you're good. Yeah, I've yapped about my opinions on AI. Everyone on my Twitch channel knows this. Via the dual home system and via the home system and using, let's see, the guest network. How do we get them to connect? Oh, the weirdest sensation. I'm talking to multiple chats. Lethal Gimmick, I'm talking to multiple chats. Initial breach, wireless redemption, train ends. Fuck, I lost it. Organization A, because remember we said that they had figured out a way. Password to validate credentials, and then via and through the original using password spray and pray, password spray attacks password spray attacks that hit public facing services of organization A. They were able to get access to the network. In this implementation, in the original discovery of this attack by Volexity, in the original discovery of this attack, Volexity found that the attackers had actually daisy chained this kind of infiltration to go across three different networks to break into two different networks before getting to their final target. Using packet capture information, they were able to find out the exact sources of where the suspicious download data exporting was happening, and then work backwards from packet capture information as well as locating exact access points backwards from that point. This kind of attack, they believe this attack started back in February 2022 and have been working to attribute and prevent this attack from happening again. Understand and prevent this attack. Okay. Boom. And it's done. That story is done. Now to break the outro. I hate AI. Thank you so much for... That was like such a visceral like gag. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. It just came out of my... I just what playlist is this? This is my DJ playlist. I don't share it because I curate my music myself. All my other playlists available, but if you want my DJ playlist, you're not getting it. Thank you so much for watching Threatwire for the week of November 25th, 2024. If you want to help support the show, please head over to Threatwire to patreon.com/Threatwire. For our US based viewers, happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving from the team at Hack 5. If you tuned into the live writing session, I hope you enjoyed watching. Wah! Allie stops accidentally closing things on purpose. Never. Watching the Threatwire writing process live. And if you tuned into the live stream that Monday evening, I hope there's lots of new stuff coming onto the Hack 5 channel, and I hope you look forward in the near future. We are so back. If you want to find me online, you can find me at outro. Boom. I have to finish writing this. We're so close. I have to go to work soon. But what's the intro gonna be? So title, new Chrome is a Google monopoly. How to deal with the Google monopoly. Threatwire. Thumbnails are gonna be snail mail, phishing attack, Google monopoly, Wi-Fi daisy chains, and Google to sell Chrome. What's the intro gonna be? Quick, I need an intro. I need an intro. I'm back. That's it. Easy. Boom. Threatwire is done, written, and ready to go. For those who are watching, I have to go to work now. I do have to go do job. I have real job. I work as a full-time software engineer. For those watching off of Threatwire, I do have real job. I work as a full-time software engineer, and now I have to go. I have to go write Golang. So I'm gonna end the stream. Who's live right now on Twitch? Let's do a raid. Who's live right now? Plop y'all off at Prime as per usual. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. I'm going to be live on the Hack 5 channel tonight if you would like to see me there. So don't forget to come stop by and say hi. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Bye.